Hi everybody, so no time, no talk. I have a very different video for you today. Back in January, unfortunately, I got COVID. Now, one of the lesser known consequences of COVID, not for everybody, but some people and mostly women, is something called telogen effluvium. Basically, it's a type of hair loss that makes your hair go into the shedding phase a lot quicker. So because of COVID, I got the telogen effluvium and I lost probably about 60% of my hair, hence the hat. And people don't realise what this issue is. I came out of hospital on the 25th of January. About middle to the end of March, I noticed that some of the shower was covered in more hair than usual and didn't think anything of it at that point. And then a few weeks later, while washing my hair, I don't get to wash my hair every day like everybody else. I alternate between showers and baths, and I'm not able to shower, and I shower every other week basically. And I was in the shower this one time, and it had been not so great before, the time before, and I was washing my hair and I just took out a handful of hair and it was absolutely gross. It was disgusting. And this was probably end of March, beginning of April at this point. And I had spoken to my doctor just a few days before this had happened, and he didn't think it would get to this point. And he'd had a patient that pretty much lost all her hair. Fast forward a couple of weeks later, and I realised I was putting off having a shower because the reason I shower rather than have a bath is to wash my hair. And I realised that I was putting off washing my hair because of what had happened the last time. And it was that bad that I realised I'd probably lost about 60% of my hair. And you could just see each individual hair. It was crazy. And I realised at that point the only way that I was going to be able to wash my hair was to shave it off, because it was just too distressing. The image of the hair in my hand is ingrained in my memory forever. And so it was gross, it was nasty. And at this point, the other thing was hair was everywhere, literally everywhere. I have blankets that I wrap myself in my room when I'm cold, and my blanket was literally covered in hair. So I gave it to my mum to wash, and she said that when she took everything out of the wash, my hair just from that blanket was all over everything in the wash. That was how much hair was on the blanket. It would be on my duvet cover. It would be, I'd gone from cleaning my hairbrush out every 3 months to having to clean it out every other time I brushed my hair. That's how bad it got. And it creeps up on you until you've got that point where you've got that huge wad of hair in your hand and you're completely stunned, you don't know what to do. And in that shower that day when that happened, there was so much hair, it was wound round the plug hole. We've got like this little thing that kind of stops hair going down. I don't know what to call it. And my hair was wrapped around it, and the shower tray was filling up with water. I will never forget what had happened that day, and I couldn't face that happening again. So my hair had to be shaved. and it's only now on the 24th of June that I'm noticing that it's showing signs of growing back in again. Now, it does grow back. Basically, like I said before, it triggers the hair follicle to shed a lot sooner than it normally would. And so that's why you get this huge hair loss all at one go. And so it does grow back. But in the meantime, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hats, all with a different purpose. Like, this is one of 3 that I wear at home. I did have 2 others, but they were giving me headaches and I can't wear them anymore because they were just too tight. And then I've got one that is for going out in because it's nice. It's got like little gems put on it, and it's purple and it's really cute. And then I've got a plain navy blue beanie. They're all slouch beanies. Oh, and I've got 2 that I bought for winter, which I may never use at this point. Actually, I probably will use them. And they're woolly ones. They're really cute. And so my plan now is to keep shaving my hair till October and then start growing it out. And yeah, like I say, I'm starting to notice that it's coming back now, which I'm really grateful for. And in October, what I'll do, I'll start growing it out in time to have my hairdresser style it for Christmas. So that'll be nice. And yeah, I mean, I have a newfound, not that I didn't before, I totally respect people with cancer and I totally respect their loss of hair, but I respect it even more now. And I find I had that shock myself, and they have it even worse because they lose all their hair. I lost about 60%. They've lost all of it. So what I'm going to do at the end of all this is the clippers I've got, they're really good. They're nice clippers. They actually, even though I only shave my hair every 4 weeks, they only lose like 30% of their charge in that 2 weeks. So the charge in them lasts really well. So my plan is that I'm going to start a journey for the clippers. And my mum has a friend who she used to work with who still works at a cancer centre. So the plan is for her to find somebody who will start this journey off. And I'm going to put a nice little card in there and say what I'm doing with it, why I'm doing it, and asking people if they feel comfortable. If they don't, that's okay. But if they feel comfortable to put in the book information about themselves, it could be what their cancer is, it could be their first name, it could be why they want to shave their hair, any information they want to include, they can include it. And also to email me, and I will not give their email address out to anybody, just so that people can see where the clippers have been, the journey they've been on, the people behind who've been using them, and so that I can see, if they want to, they can email me and I can see like where the clippers are, and that people can pass them on, and it's really good. It'll be really interesting to see. Now, the information I got about this condition, telogen effluvium, is on the Lloyd's Pharmacy online doctor website. And if you go on there and you type in, does COVID-19 cause hair loss? You see it? Then it should come up here, and it's by a doctor called Dr. Samir Sanghavi. And that's who I give credit for the information that I've put in this video. So basically, any illness that either causes a high fever, is associated with weight loss, or uses up the body's protein stores, a major surgery, a significant stressful life event, crash dieting, childbirth, a new medication, withdrawal of a hormone treatment. These are all things that can trigger it. Well, I have 3 of these. The 3 I have is the infection that caused a high fever, which was COVID, starting a new medication. No, that's not right. Oh yes, it used up my protein stores in the body, that was it, because I lost weight from the COVID because I wasn't able to eat for a while. More about that in another video. And the other thing was withdrawal of a hormone treatment because they had to take me off it in the hospital because of the medication that I was on. I wasn't able to take my progesterone only pill. So I had 3 things that could on their own potentially cause the hair loss, and I got it. My parents also had COVID and they've had hair loss, and it's been absolutely crazy. It's been a very strange journey, and this year for our family has been really difficult. We started off with COVID, which we ended the year last year with and started this year with, and then the hair loss. My sister had a freak accident where she lost the top of her finger, and so she's now dealing with months of physio. My poor dad had tonsillitis last week, and then some other stuff going on that I don't want to share, which is fine. And yeah, it's just been a really weird year. I really can't wait until next year. I've had enough of 2021 already, and we're only halfway through. I just hope to goodness, and I'm certainly praying that nothing else happens this year. I can't wait till this Delta variant is over. I want it to go away. So yeah, that's the elephant in the room. And thank you very much for watching. There'll be more videos coming up soon about COVID during my summer break from my course. And I'll see you very soon. Bye.